Hello, good evening once again. Right here, right now. This is Bevonn Mwams speaking, the phenomenal Bevonn Mwams. I remember last time I talked about the animals that I love most. I talked about the lion and the eagle. I isolated and said that the eagle is my number one love. Have you ever thought about this bird? Do you ask yourself why I love this bird? I think most of the people I've associated with, people that I exchange the frequencies, the positive energies with, they can agree with me that this eagle bird is a phenomenal one. Why am I saying so? There's a lot of things we should learn from the eagle. There are some leadership principles that we can learn from the eagle. That is why I fell in love with the eagle. Okay, let me tell you, I didn't know that I was to fall in love with the eagle. I came to learn about these principles later in life, but I had already fallen in love with the eagle. So some things you cannot even explain them. So if you look at this bird, most of the time the eagles fly alone. Not only do they fly alone, but they fly at a higher altitude. Have you ever seen eagles fly with sparrows? Have you ever seen eagles fly with ravens and other small birds? No. An eagle is a bird that flies alone. What does it mean? You as a person, you as a human being, what are you going to learn from this bird called the eagle? Hmm? In this life, I don't profile people, but it is something that is known. We have people who have narrow perspective of life. We call them narrow-minded people. These are the type of people who bring you down. They won't hesitate to bring you down whenever they get an opportunity. So when you get yourself in this situation, then you fly with your own egos. Fly with the people who understand you. Keep a good company. Stay away from narrow-minded people. Those that bring you down, man. Eh? You are born alone and you are the only person in this world. Why should you now want to be defined by a narrow-minded person? Eh? Have your own perspectives, respect people. Above all, respect your focus, respect yourself, respect your vision, and then you're good to go. Be an eagle. Fly at higher altitude. I think that's what I want you to learn. That is principle number one. Eagles fly alone and at high altitudes. So let us meet next time. I'll tell you more why I love the eagle. Good day, good evening, wherever you are. All the best.